Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, GLOBALITE TV. I am so excited to be here. My name is Blaney Teal, and I am thrilled because as a member of Bump, I get to meet truly amazing people, and our next guest is no different. I'm thrilled to bring you people that are lighting up the globe in many, many different ways. And today, my guest is Alicia Hurt. And we just found out that we both are from the DMV area, which is so super cool to find someone that's actually lived in almost my neighborhood. So, small world, as they call it, Alicia, Smaltimore, as they call it, right? So, please help me welcome Alicia to ENTV.
Thank you so much.
Well, I am excited to hear what you have to say today. So would you let everybody know who you are and where you are in the world today and what you are doing to light up the globe?
Absolutely. My name is Alicia Hurt. I'm a servant leader, a wife, a mother, and I am a serial entrepreneur. I am here in Southwest Georgia. We've actually relocated from the DMV a year ago this month. And I am here as a visionary and executive director for I See My Baby, which is a nonprofit that has birthed out of my journey overcoming infertility, having a lack of faith, and battling depression.
Wow. Well, tell us a little bit how you got from there to what you're doing today.
Absolutely. So I went to school, had all these degrees and accolades. I've worked in corporate, all different type of career flows. And even though I was good at some of those things, I wasn't doing my calling, my passion. And so I was at the height of my career, married for almost 10 years, no baby. And that was the desire of my heart. And in that, I went through in vitro. We went through miscarriage, loss. I frankly lost faith. I was angry and upset with God. And we were able to overcome that, thank God. But in that journey, I felt like I was by myself. And I had family around me. I had my spouse, but I just felt like no one understood what I was going through. And so when we were able to have the children, we have four now, three girls, one boy, which is what I asked God for. And the tools that I use with manifesting, believing, right? And envisioning that baby, I put it in a book and I said, you know what? I want to help someone else. I want to help that woman that feels like she is defeated, she can't do it, and that she's by herself. I finished the book. It was very complex because I had to be super vulnerable and transparent. And when I finished it, I was like, ah, and God was like, yep, that's not it. And so I birthed the nonprofit. Lo and behold, we relocated and we had a life shift and a change, and we found a brick and mortar here so that we can expound upon our existence and our life work. And a mentor of mine said, do the research and see if there's a need. And there is truly a need here in Bainbridge, Georgia. And so we've hit the ground running, and we're supporting now, adding to that men, because we're building up and empowering the women, but the men are left to the side and they have to be the anchor. They have to be the head of the household. So we are really doing wraparound services here at I See My Baby.
Wow, well, that is absolutely amazing. I love how people take their own story and create something beautiful that's now going to serve the world, which is exactly what you're doing. So I'm curious about your book. Obviously, that's something that can reach people not just in Bainbridge, but that can help people around the world. So who do you suggest should go out and check out your book?
Well, let me tell you, we've written almost 50 books, but for the sake of this conversation, I See My Baby is sitting right up there. And then we have Propelled into Purpose. And I mentioned both of them because, yes, I See My Baby is more on the feminine side. So definitely the mom or the woman that's aspiring to birth her dream and aspiration, she can use the same tools that I did going through her journey. Propelled into Purpose, I would say, could be for a man or a woman, because it talks about how I walked around just doing life, at the height of my career, like I said, having all the degrees, the accolades, and still not feeling like I am doing what God placed me on earth to do, and how I was able to push past adversity, barriers, and fear and walk into my purpose.
Wow, that is just so absolutely amazing. 50 books, first of all, I've got to say, wow. That's very aggressive. I love that. But I also love that you serve men, not just women, right? Obviously, we they're not birthing the child, but like you said, they still need to support that whole process that a woman goes through when they're going through that process. And especially if they're not able to do it right away. Like we all just think, oh, boom, one day we're going to get pregnant. And we know that that's not always God's plan, and that sometimes you have to take a different path. So I really hope that today somebody's listening who's maybe struggling, with infertility. Maybe they're just struggling with finding out their purpose in the world. Like you said, for your other book, maybe they're just trying to figure out what do they want to do in this world today. And your books can inspire them. So when we finish this live, and whether you're watching the replay or the live, you're going to be able to drop your like links to your books wherever they can purchase them. So definitely please take advantage of that. And of course, anybody that's living in the Bainbridge, Georgia area that's watching this or knows somebody in that area, because it is a small world. I mean, I had no idea that you were from literally Dundalk. That's where my boyfriend's from. Like we've lived there pretty much in that area all my life. So what a small world. And I'm sure we've been to the same places. I'm sure we've enjoyed some of the same restaurants. And, that's what this universe does. It brings people together. And so the purpose of this ENT community is just that. We're so many folks in here are heart-centered leaders, as entrepreneurs, business owners. And yeah, sometimes we struggle with business. And like you said, sometimes we struggle with other parts of our life, and they go hand in hand, right? So if you're not happy in your life, then you're not going to be productive in your business. So you need to be able to figure all of that out. And Alicia has books that can help you with that. So I'm super excited to bring you into this community. If anybody's watching, please tag someone you know that lives in Georgia that might want to go check out her services in person. But then the rest of you, share that link of the book with somebody that needs her in their life. So any last kind of words or wisdom that you'd like to leave the community with that are listening today?
Absolutely. I would say make sure you understand that there is no judgment here, that we, and I say we because I'm backed by a team, that we are here to fully support you. And I always tell my clients, don't hold back, because if you hold back, we cannot fully support you. A lot of times we're apprehensive. We think that maybe what we're saying is dumb or far-fetched, or maybe we'll be judged by it, frankly. And I want you just to understand that we truly are here to support you. We're a safe haven, and that we have holistic services here. We deal with the wellness wheel. So it's not just the infertility, right? Because that infertility can show up in different ways in our lives. And so we need support in different ways in our lives. So just reach out to us. Yes, we are here in Bainbridge, Georgia, which is close to Dothan, Alabama, and Tallahassee. But we started off as an online platform. And so we still have virtual options. We're on all of social media. We're TikToking, Instagramming, YouTubing. So it's not hard to find us or meet us. And we're here with open arms, ready to empower you and to propel you into your purpose.
Well, beautifully said. And I'm really happy to hear that you are able to offer these services virtually, as you know that this is a huge community and people are all over the world. And I love that. So again, you'll drop links to all of that information when we're done the interview. And then again, I just am so happy to really meet someone that is just changing the world every single day with what you do with purpose. And so again, thank you, Alicia, for coming into our community, sharing a little bit about yourself. And I look forward to connecting with you more, as well as anybody that is watching this. If you struck a nerve there, if there's a little bit of synergy, then please, we're going to tag her. Please reach out to her and connect with her on one of those social platforms so that you can share what she's doing with the world as well. Thank you so much. And I hope you have an absolutely fabulous day.
You too. Thank you.